You've spent a lifetime gaining wisdom, building relationships, and overcoming challenges. So why should your mind start to fade just when you finally have time to enjoy life? The truth is, it doesn't have to. Mental decline is not inevitable. Your brain is not broken. It's just been neglected. And starting today, we're going to fix that together. Most people think that aging means losing your memory, your energy, your joy, but it doesn't have to be that way. I've seen 70, 80, even 90-year-olds completely turn their brain health around. The truth is, your brain can heal, but only if you treat it right. We spend our whole lives taking care of everything else, our families, our homes, our jobs, but no one teaches us how to take care of the one thing that runs everything, our brain. I've worked with thousands of older adults who felt lost, foggy, anxious, and with the right food, the right sleep, the right habits, everything changed. It didn't happen overnight, but it did happen. So if you're watching this and wondering, is it too late for me? Let me be clear. No, it's not. Your brain is waiting for you to start today. Not next week, not when it gets worse, right now. Try one thing today. Maybe walk 20 minutes, maybe swap sugar for something green, maybe just breathe and give yourself permission to slow down. You still have time, you still have power, and your brain, it's ready to heal. Your brain is the most energy-hungry organ in your body. Just 2% of your weight, but using 20% of your energy. That means every decision you make, from what you eat to how you move, directly affects how sharp, focused, and calm you feel. Many people believe brain shrinkage is just part of aging, but that's simply not true. What we call normal aging is often just decades of poor brain habits catching up. I've seen brain scans of people in their 70s that look decades younger because they made better choices. The good news? The brain is incredibly forgiving. Even in your 70s, you can grow new connections. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire, it doesn't stop. So don't stop. Your brain is waiting for you to wake it up again. Let's start by identifying the enemies of your brain. Sugar is a big one. It inflames the brain and disrupts memory. Alcohol shrinks your hippocampus, the part of your brain that stores memories. Chronic stress, it floods your system with cortisol, killing off neurons in the most sensitive regions of the brain. Even too little sleep is like a silent thief, robbing you of mental clarity. But here's the empowering part. If you remove these brain saboteurs, healing begins. I've had patients in their late 70s stop drinking soda, add one brain-healthy meal a day, and within weeks they felt more alive. This isn't magic, it's science, and it works if you work it. The first step, awareness. Start noticing what you feed your brain. Sleep is your brain's nightly rinse cycle, literally. While you sleep, a system called the glymphatic system flushes out toxins, miss a few good nights of sleep, and toxic proteins like beta amyloid, the same ones seen in Alzheimer's, begin to build up. That's why brain fog hits hard after poor rest. Many older adults think waking up several times a night is normal, but we now know that interrupted sleep harms cognitive performance, mood, and even emotional stability. So make your bedroom a sanctuary. No screens, cool, dark, and quiet, and never go to bed angry. Stress robs the brain of deep rest. Try magnesium, chamomile, or gentle sleep meditations to ease into sleep. Give your brain the rest it deserves. Let's talk about food. Every bite you take is either helping your brain or hurting it. The standard American diet is loaded with processed carbs, fried fats, and sugars that trigger inflammation, the root of cognitive decline. I always recommend what I call the Brain Warrior's Way diet: lean protein, healthy fats like avocado and olive oil, lots of leafy greens, berries, walnuts, and turmeric. Blueberries are brain berries. Salmon is rich in omega-3s, which reduce inflammation and boost mood. Try eating a rainbow. The more colorful your plate, the better. And please ditch artificial sweeteners. They might be calorie-free, but they confuse the brain and harm gut health. Fuel your brain like you would a priceless engine, because that's exactly what it is. Movement is medicine. Exercise isn't just good for your heart, it actually grows your brain. Aerobic movement, like walking briskly, dancing, or swimming, increases blood flow and triggers the release of brain-degraded neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, a protein I call Miracle-Gro for the brain. Studies show just 20 minutes of walking a day can boost memory, reduce anxiety, and even delay cognitive decline. And here's the best part. It doesn't have to be intense. A joyful walk in the park, some gentle yoga, tai chi, they all count. The key is consistency. Your brain thrives on routine and rhythm. So lace up your shoes, take a deep breath, and step into a healthier mind one walk at a time. Let's not forget the power of purpose. One of the biggest threats to the aging brain isn't disease, it's disconnection. Retirement often leaves people feeling unneeded, uninspired, and mentally stagnant. But your brain craves meaning. Volunteering, mentoring, learning a new language, or even just sharing your story with a friend. All of these light up your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning, focus, and emotional regulation. I've worked with retired teachers who started tutoring online and found their memory sharpen again. When you feel like you matter, your brain gets the message. Stay strong. So if you've been feeling lost, start small. Pick one thing that excites your soul. Your brain will thank you. Social connection isn't just a nicety, it's a necessity. Studies show that loneliness is more dangerous than smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It increases your risk of Alzheimer's, depression, and even heart disease. The human brain is wired for connection. We are social beings. So whether it's a book club, a faith group, or just weekly coffee with a friend, make it a habit. And don't underestimate the power of laughter. It boosts dopamine, reduces cortisol, and strengthens memory. A joyful brain is a resilient brain. If you lost touch with people over the years, start reaching out. One phone call, one visit, one smile at a time, you rebuild your brain's emotional circuits. Never too late. It's never too late. And let's talk about what you feed your mind. If you spend hours watching negative news, gossip, or endless drama, it trains your brain to stay in a state of fear. But if you feed your brain inspiration, uplifting stories, new skills, spiritual growth, you actually rewire it toward clarity and peace. I call it the psychological diet. Just like food, what you consume mentally changes your brain. Read biographies of people who overcame obstacles. Listen to music that lifts your spirit. Practice gratitude. Even just writing down 3 good things a day rewires your brain for joy. Your thoughts shape your biology. Choose them wisely. One of the most powerful tools for staying mentally sharp is meditation. It's not about emptying your mind. It's about training your attention. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day of focused breathing can lower anxiety, improve sleep, and enhance memory. Brain scans show that long-term meditators have thicker cortices. That means better decision-making and less decline. Try simple techniques like box breathing or repeating a calming phrase. Your breath is always with you. It's your built-in reset button. And if sitting still feels hard, try walking meditation. Pay attention to the rhythm of your steps. Stay present. It's the heart of a healthy mind. You also need to train your brain like a muscle. Mental stimulation keeps your neural pathways strong and flexible. Learn something new, a language, a hobby, even a puzzle every morning. Challenge your memory with recall games or play strategy-based board games with friends. The goal is novelty and challenge, not stress. Your brain grows through effort, not ease. But don't overdo it. Balance is key. If you feel overwhelmed, break tasks into small, manageable parts. The message to your brain should be, I'm still growing, and it will respond in kind. Let's address something that doesn't get enough attention: toxins. Your brain is extremely sensitive to the environment around you. Mold exposure, heavy metals, pesticides, and even everyday cleaning products can trigger brain fog, fatigue, and memory lapses. Many of my patients noticed a mental lift just by using a HEPA air filter, drinking filtered water, or switching to non-toxic household products. Detox isn't just a trendy word, it's real, especially for the aging brain. Your liver and kidneys work hard, but when they're overloaded, toxins cross the blood-brain barrier and start creating inflammation. Start small, clear out old plastics, cut back on processed food, and breathe clean air. Your brain will feel the difference. Now, let's talk hormones. As we age, hormone levels, especially testosterone, estrogen, and thyroid, begin to shift. These changes affect energy, focus, motivation, and even memory. I've seen patients in their late 60s and 70s misdiagnosed with early dementia when really they were struggling with low thyroid function or hormone imbalances. A full hormone panel can reveal a lot. And sometimes the solution is simpler than you think: a small dietary change, a supplement, or working with a functional medicine doctor. Don't accept brain fog as a life sentence. You have the right to ask questions and seek answers. Your brain thrives on balance, chemical, emotional, and spiritual. Speaking of spiritual, that's a piece of brain health we often overlook. Studies show that people who engage in spiritual practices, prayer, meditation, attending services, or even walking in nature with reverence, have lower rates of depression, anxiety, and memory loss. The brain responds to patterns of peace and hope. Faith, for many, becomes a compass that keeps stress at bay and meaning close. I've seen incredible changes in brain scans when people reconnect with their spiritual side. Calmer activity, stronger focus, deeper joy. Whatever your belief system, nourish your soul. It may be the very thing that helps your mind stay clear when storms come. Let's revisit the topic of supplements. While food is always first, supplements can give your brain the edge it needs as you age. Omega-3 fatty acids are non-negotiable. They reduce inflammation, improve mood, and support memory. Vitamin D, especially in older adults, is critical for mood, focus, and immunity. Magnesium can help with sleep and anxiety. B vitamins, especially B6, B9 and B12, support energy and memory, particularly if you're prone to homocysteine buildup. But don't just grab any bottle off the shelf. Get tested, work with a professional. The right dose and form matter. Your brain is too important to guess with. Think of supplements as tools, not cures, to give your brain what it's missing. You've probably heard the phrase, use it or lose it. And that's truer for the brain than almost anything else. But don't just use your brain, stretch it. One of my favorite tools is neurofeedback, a non-invasive way to train your brain waves. It can improve attention, reduce anxiety, and even slow cognitive decline. But even without technology, you can push your brain to new levels by learning instruments, painting, studying new topics, even if you're not good at them. The point is to stay uncomfortable in a safe way. Comfort zones are where the brain goes to sleep. It's time to show up for you, because the truth is, aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean awakening, a second chapter, a sharper mind, a deeper joy. You have more power than you think. So nourish your brain, love your brain, move your body, calm your mind, and never stop growing. Whether you're 70, 80, or 90, the best days of your mind can still be ahead. And remember, your brain is listening. Talk to it with love. Guide it with purpose. Heal it with action. You've got this.